If not today, then when? Are you ready for the coming deceitful days? Or will you be completely lost, as if you're in a maze? If all the blessings, favor, and freedoms go, will you still His peace and comfort know? If persecutions, imprisonments, and martyrdom come, will it expose a vibrant faith or one that's dead and numb? What if this body they really do try to kill? Could I with grace and dignity swallow that bitter pill? Could I joyfully accept the confiscation of my home, even when like a vagrant I would be forced to roam? Would I pathetically cling to my earthly abode, or look in faith to that place with a heavenly zip code? Will I, in the face of great suffering, leap for joy, or will I plunge into self-pity like a child who lost his toy? For the sake of knowing Him, do I count everything a loss, or clinging to my worldly lust, my first love just toss? Is for me to live really Christ, dying truly gain, or am I just living for vainglory and passing worldly fame? Will I truly treasure Him above all that Satan gives, remembering only the one who dies to himself ever truly lives? When, oh when, will this carnal flesh stop ruling? When, oh when, will a divided heart and mind stop pooling? When, oh when, in my heart will you win the day? When will it be much more than just what I say? When, after I've been forgiven and you've saved my soul, how will I know for sure that you are making me whole? My son, when you can keep your virginity all while being mocked, Satan's other goals are now ready to be blocked. When you can keep your faith when the whole world is celebrating sin, eyes fixed on where you're going, not where you've been. When you're done trying to get your will by throwing fits, and you can stay the course when others call it quits. When you can wait on Him in faith each time fear is at your door, and mount up with wings as eagles and simply soar. When you can face your worst of fears and never cower, waiting in an upper room is where they got this power. When you love the truth no matter how bad it may hurt, you're not loving Christ when with the world you flirt. When you can walk with absolute integrity and without complacency, refusing to embrace all the laziness and lethargy. When you have character and courage enough to spare, you can help those too fearful to stand or too complacent to care. When you can live above reproach in a world of compromise, Jesus will one day very soon say to you, arise. When you can continue loving them whose position you must oppose, no matter the lies about you they may compose. When you can with grace and dignity take it on the chin and can continue to love without bitterness within. When we are ready to be like the one who hung up on that tree, we'll be exalted, just wait, you'll see. When in an attempt to show His love, you leave it all on the table, and your good is evil spoken of, are you still able? When you are hurt, to let His love flow through you to them, or will you stoop just as low and join them in their sin? When crucified upon that tree, His hatred wasn't brewing. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they're doing. When you can trust Him when nothing's making sense, your faith not only past, but also present and future tense. When you can live for His glory and His alone, in a day when the whole world seems to be living for their own. When you are building on the rock and not the sand, you'll hear His tender voice. One day you'll sit at my right hand. When in a wilderness you are willing to be changed, just like His Son, you are ready to hear those words, well done. When you put every dream and goal upon the altar, and with trust and faith never complain or falter, when you can suffer persecution not for doing wrong, but right, then and only then are you ready to win this fight. When those you have given so very much to save mock and ridicule you for everything you gave, when their response doesn't stop love's flow, but instead only sparks His love in you to grow, then you will know and prove that there's a supernatural source, and that no amount of hate can stop His love from coming with overwhelming force.